Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Right. Did you try to solve questions based on the topics that we did? Is the announcement over? Hello. Am I audible? Are you all settled down? Shall we start? Shall we start? Everyone there? Shall we start? Let me know. Right. So we were solving questions based on the graphs, right? We were solving questions based on the graphs, right? So can you draw me a graph of fx is equals to 4x plus 3? Can you draw this graph? Can you draw this graph? Tell me, can you draw this graph? Okay, now how will it be? I'm giving you few options. Will it be like this option 1? Will it be like this option 2? Will it be like this option 3? Or will it be like this option 4? Ramdev, 3. This one. This is wrong. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. I guess, okay, let us solve. For Ramdev, it is 3. Y is equals to 4x plus 3. Fx is nothing but y only. So this gives me slope. Whatever is there with the x coordinate gives me slope. Okay. Now slope is positive here. Positive slope means angle less than 90 degree. Okay. And this is the y-intercept. Y-intercept where it is going to cut the y-axis. And it is going to cut the y-axis at positive side. So it is going to cut the y-axis as positive side and the angle is less than 90. Okay. This is correct, Ramdev. That's correct. Good. Right? Everyone agree with me? Okay. Now see here. If I give you a function like this, fx is equals to mod x, what will be the graph? Try to solve this. Fx is equals to mod x, what will be the graph then? What will be the graph? V shape. Good. What happens here? Whatever you put inside the mod value, that becomes positive. So fx is equals to mod x means what? That will be x only if x is greater than equal to 0, and that will be coming out with a negative sign minus of x if x is less than 0. Okay. So if you put anything x less than 0 or you put anything x more than 0, the value of that particular thing will be positive only. It will be like this. So see what is happening here. What is happening here? It is like y is equals to x only. Y is equals to x only. What if you put y is equals to 1? Sorry, what if you put x is equals to 1? If x is equals to 1, y is 1. If x is 2, y is 2. If x is 3, y is 3. Right? And if y is equals to minus x, we have to draw two graphs. Y is equals to minus x for x negative values, for the negative values of x. So if you put x is equals to minus 1, what y will be? Y will be plus 1. If you put x is equals to minus 2, y will be plus 2. If you put x is equals to minus 3, y will be plus 3. So if you are going on the positive sides of x or you are going on the negative sides of x, the value of y is same only. So it is like this. Or another way of explanation, what you have done, if you would have drawn a graph y is equals to x, it was something like this. Now you don't want the negative values. So which one is giving you the negative values? This part is giving you the negative values. Any problem there? This part is giving you the negative values. So I have to make this part positive. I'll pick this upwards. That's it. Negative, and this is positive. So this is the meaning of mod, right? Now, can you draw me the graph of y, fx is equals to x minus 1? Mod of x minus 1. Try to solve for x minus 1. What will be the difference? So you can tell me what will be the difference? See, again the same thing. If fx is equals to x minus 1, that means fx has two values. Fx has x minus 1 for x greater than equals to 0. Sorry, for x minus 1 greater than equal to 0. For the whole thing to be positive. For x minus 1 greater than equal to 0 or x greater than equal to 1. Say yes or no. Yes or no. Tell me yes or no. Discuss with me. You can ask me. Is there a problem, Ramdev? Is there any problem? If I write this, do you agree with this? Right? Another thing is that I should multiply with minus sign in case this x minus 1 is a negative value, because I want to make it positive. So minus of x plus 1 is greater than equals to 0, or x is greater than equal to minus 1. Sorry, minus of x is greater than equals to minus 1. If you want to change the sign of the greater than equal to will also be changing. So either x is less than equals to 1. So if x is less than equal to 1, your value is minus of x minus 1. And if x is greater than equal to 1, your value is x minus 1. So this graph will be the same thing. The same V graph you'll obtain, but that will be passing through x is equals to 1, 1, 0. Because if you put any value x greater than 1, your value will be positive. And if you put any value x less than 1, your value will be negative. Another way of drawing this. What you do, you just draw y is equals to x minus 1. How y is equals to x minus 1 looks like? So m, the slope is positive, m is equals to 1, positive slope, and c is negative. That means crossing sever in the negative direction with the positive slope. Slope looks like this. The graph looks like this for y is equals to x minus 1. Now what you have to do, you have to take the negative part and make it positive. That's it. You have to take the negative part and make it positive. That's it. Got it? Say yes or no? Say yes or no? Got it? Is Janani absent today? I can see only boys, no girls here in this class. All of them are absent. So did you understand till here? Yes or no? Tell me. Okay, that's good. Now moving on to the next part. Previous slide. Okay, 1 minute. Completed? 1 minute. Now see here. Now see here. Now see here. What if I draw a graph like this? If I draw a graph like y is equals to square bracket x. Do you know about this? Do you know about this? What is this? You don't know? So this is greatest integer function. Greatest integer function. Greatest integer function. Now what is greatest integer function? For example, if you have a number 1.2, what is the integer part of it? What is the integer part of it? 1 is the integer part of it, right? Right? 1 is the integer part of it. So if I find what is the greatest integer of this number, greatest integer of this number is nothing but 1. And if I take a number 2.3, then 2 is the greatest integer. If I take 3.9, then 3 is the greatest integer. Because 4 has not yet occurred. 4 has not yet occurred, so we won't be taking it. Greatest integer by here, which has occurred, that is 3 only. So graph goes like this. Graph 1, 2, 3, 4. If we have any number between 1 to 2, 1 to just less than 2, so that greatest integer will be this only. Okay. If you have any number between 2 to 3, so that greatest integer will be this only. Okay. If you have any number between 3 to 4, so that greatest integer will be this only. Like that it goes. Okay. Similarly, we have smallest integer function also. Smallest integer function also. Next, we have a signum function. Signum function. These graphs are important. They are used to solve questions easily. There are two ways basically in maths when you go to solve problems. One way is through the calculation part, the equation part. Another way is through the graphical part. Okay, yeah, you can solve the questions with the graph. So signum functions is a function that says that fx is -1, 0 or 1 based on the condition that x is less than 0, x is equals to 0 or x is greater than 0. Okay, in that case the graph goes like this. Whatever value you put for x greater than 0, so that is excluding 0 and it becomes 1 only. For x is equals to 0, it is 0. So I'll just put a dot here because I just want to point 0 for 0, and it is -1. We don't have to consider -1 for x is equals to 0, and then you have to go back. So this is the signum function. Understood? Yes or no? Polynomial functions, you all know. Something like this. This vertex point minus b by 2a minus d by 4a. What is d here? Anybody knows that? What is d here? Yeah, b square minus 4ac. Very good. Can you draw a graph if I give you a function fx is equals to minus 4x square plus 3x plus 2. Can you tell me how the graph would look like? Upward parabola, like this, or like this? A, B, C, D. Think and tell me how it would look like. C. Why? Who said C? Who said C? Can you explain it? Not able to hear. Okay, okay, I'm doing that. See, two things you have to consider. First one is A. Okay, A is the first term. General parabolic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. So if A is negative, so it is downward opening parabola. Downward parabola, right? So first of all, this option and this option is gone. It will be downward only. Next, we can determine the side minus b by 4a, minus b by 2a, minus d by 4a. So minus b by 2a, minus is already there. My b part is negative, b is 3 only. A is minus 4. A is minus 4, right? So b is 3, a is minus 4. So it will be positive. The x coordinate will be positive, right? X coordinate will be positive. But since I have given you the variation in y coordinate, either it will be above the like origin or below the origin. So I'll be checking the y coordinate. So b square minus 4 is c. What is it coming? B square is 9. 9 minus 4 into a is minus 4 into c is whatever it would be c. So minus and minus will become positive. I won't go for full calculation. I'm just telling you how to do this. Minus and minus become positive. Okay. So minus d and d is my positive. So minus of d becomes negative and a is already negative. So that will be negative. That means my y coordinate will be negative. So this will be the like parabola. Are you getting my point? I did not go for full calculation. I just checked the sign in such cases. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? Maths is not about solving problems. You have to solve the problems within time frame. If anybody has not understood, just ask me again. I'll explain it again. Everyone understood? Put your thumbs up. Okay, good. Write it down and let me know when you have written this. If any doubt you have, just ask me again. Written? Is it done? Shall we move on? All right. So next is fx is equals to log x. Who can draw this graph? Log x. Who can draw this graph? Or y is equals to log x. This graph goes like this. This value is 1. At x is equals to 1, your log value is 0. At x is equals to 1, your log value is 0. And then we have a graph of fx is equals to e to the power minus x. See, one more thing. Log x is not defined for negative values of x. Negative values of x are not possible in case of log x. You can see here, the graph started like somewhat above 0. It is not even touching the y-axis. That x is not equals to 0 even. So somewhat far from 0, and then it is going for positive sides of x. It is not defined for negative value of x. E to the power x. E to the power x. It is like this. And fx is equals to e to the power minus x. It is like this. Now, when you have done this, I'll be giving you a problem. This chapter is near to the end now. That's why we are just doing this graph things. From next class, I think we'll be starting with the trigonometry. That is really interesting. Find the domain. Find the domain of the function. Find the domain of the function fx is equals to log 7x plus 3. I have to find the domain of it. Try to solve this.
Namaste. I request Ms. Sulfiya to bring the Independence Band students to the main ground stage. I request Sulfiya ma'am to bring band students of Independence Day program to the main ground stage. Thank you.
Are you solving this question? Done. Rishan. What answer did you get at the end? Not done. Do it fast. This is very easy. I just gave you the hint. Right now, I gave you the hint. When I was drawing the log graph. what did I say? That whatever value of log we need to find, that should not be negative. That means what? This part should not be negative because logs are not defined for negative functions. 7x plus 3 should not be less than 0. Okay, so 7x should not be less than 3 minus 3, and x should not be less than minus 3 upon 7. That means you can put any values of x starting from minus 3 upon 7 to plus infinity. Did you understand it? Good. Always remember the condition when you're finding the domain. Under what circumstances they are possible. That will help you. Shall we move on to the next question? Done. Shall we move on to the next question? Okay. Next question is easy. Find the domain of fx is equal to root under x minus 1. This is easy. Pardon? Two to infinity? No. What is the problem if I put 1 there? What is the problem if I put 1 there? Pardon? Yeah, 1 to infinity. So this x minus 1 should not be less than equal to 0. Okay. Now we can put the equal to sign. Earlier we could not put equal to sign. So x should be less than equal to 1. Sorry, my mistake. Greater than equal to 0. So x should be greater than equal to 1. So you can put it like this. X belongs to a square bracket covering 1, comma infinity. Like this. Understood or not? Can you solve this question? 1 minute. Nearly all questions are done from our side. You need to solve questions more from your side basically. So try to solve as much questions as you can. Try to do this question. Find the domain of fx or function fx is equals to x square plus 2x plus 1 divided by x square minus 8x plus 12. Find the domain of this value. What values of x can you put in this particular condition? Think and tell me. Think and tell me. It's very easy. Boys, at the end, are you solving? Try to solve, everyone. This is very easy. Is it done? Is it done? Try to solve it. Try to solve all the questions based on this chapter. When we'll be meeting the next class, I need some doubts from your side. We'll be starting the next chapter probably in the next class. Tell me the answer. Minus infinity to minus 5 union minus 1 to infinity. No. How did he solve that question? That boy, what is his name? What did he think? Speak loudly. See here. Try to focus on the denominator in such cases. If you factorize the denominator, what will it be? Minus 6x minus 2x plus 12. That will be x square plus 2x plus 1 divided by x into x minus 6 minus 2 into x minus 6, right? It will be x square plus 2x plus 1 divided by x minus 2 and x minus 6. What if I put 2 for x? What will happen if I put 2 for x? It will be 1 by 0 format. It will be 1 by 0 format, and 1 by 0 format is undefined. 1 by 0 undefined. Okay. And what if I put x is equals to 6? What? Exactly, same thing, 1 by 0. So I can put x any value, any real value except 2 and 6. Understood? I can put any value except 2 and 6. Done? Okay, shall I change the page? Shall I change the page? Okay. So question is, check. We have a function such that it is x square when it is between 0 and 3. And it is 3x. One minute. Is x square when it is 0 and 3, and when it is between 3 and 10. So that is 3x. You have to check whether this is a function or not. This satisfies the condition of function or not. Is it a function? Check whether it is a function or not. Think and tell me, what is the condition to satisfy for a function? Tell me, what is the condition for satisfying as a function? It should be 1, 1. One value for one domain, one range for one domain. Okay. If you're putting any particular value of x, that should have a particular value of y only, and that should not be having another value of x. That is all this. Whether this is a function or not. Hmm? Yes, it is. It's a function. See, if you put f x any value, see, basically 3 and 3 are coinciding here. So I'll try to see this controversial point. This is the controversial point. Whether you may have two different functions, two different values for the same value of x. If you put any other value of x is equals to 1, y you'll get, since it is x is equals to 1 will lie here, so y will be 1. If you put x is equals to 5, so x is equals to 5 will lie here, y will be 15. But the thing is that x is equals to 3 is having two different considerations from here also and here also, right? So x is equals to 3 is lying here also and here also. If you go from this side, so it is 9. If you go from this side, again it is 9. So for a particular value of domain, 1, 3, 5, whatever you put, we have a particular value of range only. 1, 9, 15. So this corresponds to this corresponds to this corresponds to this, and every other value corresponds to different values. They are not same. So this is a function. It is a function. Questions like this will be asked from you. If I give you another value, let us say gx, that is x square and 3x. This is for x less than equal to 2 and 2, 10. Try to get this, whether this is a function or not. Tell me, is it a function or not? See here. Again, whatever value of x you put, 1 lies here, y will be 1. If you put x is equals to 5, 5 is here, y will be equals to 15. But the controversial point is 2 because it is lying in both of the conditions. So if I put x is equals to 2 from the first case, so it will be 4. And if I put x is equals to 2, because it is included in both of them. If one was x less than 2 and another was less than equal to, then it was not a controversial point. But since this is included in both of the cases, so that's why I'll have to check at both of these points. So from here it is coming 3 into 2, 6. So the condition is like this: 1, 2, 5, and other numbers. For the range, it is 1, 4, 6, 15, and other numbers. So 1 corresponds to 1, 2 corresponds to 2 numbers, 2 corresponds to 4 also, 2 corresponds to 6 also, and 5 corresponds to 15, and rest all the numbers corresponds to the single number. But see here, one of the domain is corresponding to 2 of the ranges, and this does not satisfy the condition of function. So this is not a function. It's not a function. Did you understand this? Yes or no? Everyone, put a thumbs up. So solve and come more questions of functions. We'll be trying to solve. We will be starting with the next chapter, that is trigonometry basically, and I think that that will be something interesting for you. I know that. I know that. You should not say like this. If you're done, can I stop sharing? You're not solving questions by yourself. Please solve questions. Thank you.